messages going, Windows this application is terrible and is doing awfulness. And then so here I am. Hi, welcome back. And the only time I really have a massive shutdown like that is when I come on and I start defending uh, uh, masonry. Isn't that weird? I thought we were the Illuminati. Aren't we in control? It's almost as if
Sorry,
the
I didn't understand
I
that.
know, Siri, be quiet. Um, it's almost as if the status quo is actually the alternative anti, I guess, normalcy crowd. Like we've become like a rebellion culture. So anybody who's like, I don't know, maybe a little moderation's not a bad idea. Like that's considered verboten, right? Is that where we're going? Okay, let me see if I can open this back up. Um, Open this guy up and find my chat room again. I have to reopen all my windows because everything shut down. It's just terrible. Let's see. Go back to here. And well, I suppose I could hit the chat button and see what happens there. Hi, there you are. Hey, it was a I was looking around. I think it was the kidney. You can say. Eh? Oi. All right. So, sorry, just like it was an attack. I was canceled. It's cancel culture and support independent media because I'm only here because of you and I'm being shadow banned. What else? Something else. Shadow banned. Deep state establishment is yeah, making me not be able to do my show without you guys. Yeah, they prayed me away. That's right. I'm off YouTube. Am I back? I should be back on YouTube now. I should be back. I think. Yep, it was the derp state. I knew it. Um, this is this is a problem. I mean, I'm just gonna call it. I think they're after me. They're trying to destroy everything I have built with my own two hands. Why must they do this to me? Mm. So, not back on YouTube. Okay, good. Sorry. So clearly, I can't talk about masonry without getting shut down or driven off or something. So, in lieu of that, hold on, I will open up my chat in here again with the restream. But there you go. Put you guys back in here so I can see you where you are, and we'll end tonight and our last half hour together before I got to run off. It was the Masons. So we don't talk about Masons. That's true. They shut me off. It's not surprising. All right. I don't know. I was attacked, and I'm just sticking to it. That's all. But if this happens
We are
again,
going to be a country no more. I actually think it will not. It will be a country no more.
yep. So did I edit the? I edited the title. Yes. Um. So where are we? Oh yes. They cannot shut me down. I'm back. Well, I'll only talk about if you have any questions about masonry, ask me in person. That'll be the thing. I'm glad to sit down and say as much as I can and no more. Uh-huh. You understand? All right. Uh Now we've got why would we just settle for normal weirdness tonight? Why just whiny dudes bitching about the fact that they're not very good at their jobs and the only way that they can, make a living is if people give them I guess enough rope to hang themselves. I don't know what the deal. Oh, whoops, sorry. Who is that's? I'm sorry. That's the hero of these people. I just try to. Why would that be there? That's just terrible. Hmm. Why would you? That's in here. Epstein. There you go. And this guy off right there, and then this thing right here, and then I see. That's my window has gone. I'll have to fix that real quick. Um, Put the there we go. Done. Okay. Sometimes when I restart, I have to do all kinds of fixy things. So, all right. According to the World Economic Forum, they've got Agenda 2030, and this lady Mel K is telling it to Roseanne. She was also on Jimmy's show, so this is a big sales pitch for this whole thing. George Soros, Klaus Schwab, you'll own nothing and be happy. That's the idea. Everything, you'll rent everything and be annoyed.
What is Agenda 2030 for people who don't?
Wow. Okay, first of all, where the fuck does she, I mean, does this room not look like exactly where you'd expect Roseanne makes her son sleep in the garage? Let's be abundantly clear. Also, I gotta say, this looks like the garage sale version of the Glenn Beck side room, right? And it's loud. I'm sorry. I'll do it there. So this is Agenda 2030. Let's hear it.
No, because you brought that up a few times.
Okay. Well, Agenda 2030 is a global governance model that assumes that all problems are global and therefore all solutions need to be global. And that means that there needs to be global governance.
Well, I mean, and when it comes to the environment, if one country's doing everything it can to protect the environment and other countries don't give a rat's ass and are filling the ocean with plastic, I could see how they might think that a coordinated effort might be a good idea. Also, fighting off asteroids, that would be another thing. And contagious disease. We can all play whack-a-mole with contagions all we want to, but it'd be nice if we got a jump on that shit.
Global kind of parent company over planet Earth that controls all the subsidiaries under them. So if you think of a parent company, I once worked for an ad agency. So they had WPP was the parent company.
I know what you're thinking. Hal, there's no way that this lady once worked for an ad agency.
And it owned Ogilvy and McCann and Young and Rubicam and everyone else. It owned all the ad, and we would all compete against each other for business, spending millions and millions of dollars. At the end of the day, the same company owned all of us. So
Right.
it's like, what is going on?
Right, but each of your subsidiaries, if one of them went to shit and fell apart, it didn't destroy the rest of the LLCs underneath the envelope of it. And also, if you competed and you got those things, you guys probably worked on commission and got more of them so you could get the best ideas by having these folks compete against each other. So they played it like a game because it's based on creativity and pressure. So why is that surprising?
Here, and that's kind of what we're dealing with. Agenda 2030 has.
No, it's not at all like what we're dealing with. A parent company and its subsidiaries is not how the governments of the world aligning to tackle big problems that they can only tackle together is not the same thing as the ad agency you used to work for and the shit subsidiary you used to work for before they fired you because you weren't making enough money so they could compete with the other subsidiaries.
17 sustainable development goals. They are sustainable for their model, for their global governance model. All of them have things like no more poverty.
What kind of Jesus-y bullshit? No more poverty? Well, respectfully, how are we going to get crowd scenes in movies? I mean, everything can't just be in the Unreal Engine.
Everyone has an ID.
Everybody has an ID. You mean like voter ID? You mean like they want you to have an ID so you can vote so they know who you are? Where you're from? So people can't cross borders without people knowing where they're from and what. So borders will be enforced by what your ID said and the people will know who you are. I'm kidding. She means a chip in your head.
There's a world banking system. All of
yeah, is there a world banking system? I seem to remember something about a world banking system and yeah.
that.
So the opposite of all that's true.
It is all digital.
Right.
And it all includes a digital ID. A lot of people know that Bill Gates and others are behind that. Of course, all of our tech firms, basically, in America.
Yeah, weird. Tech firms are really focusing on digital stuff and making themselves important to the global audience. They're looking at this 8 billion people on the planet and seeing every single one of them as a customer. What kind of business person does that? It's so weird.
Have come out of DARPA and the Department of Defense and have contracts to track and trace, surveil us. They did way before the Twitter files were revealed. This comes.
Wait, is she just sitting? Is this the other side of the fucking room? What is this lair that she's suddenly in? And why is her head covered in twigs like Medusa laid an egg and her hatchling made a nest on her head?
Out of the Patriot Act, like everything else that is just.
Not everything comes out of the Patriot Act.
Destroyed our country in terms of surveillance and being a police state. But on top of that, so Agenda 2030, they put all these things in there, and they're all sustainable goals. But I will tell you, the end goal is, and what you need to ask is, well, who's enforcing these?
Right? Yeah. Who's gonna? I guess we'll all have to police each other. Probably, I'm gonna go with penis electrodes. Because what's the point of putting a chip in someone's head or up their ass if it doesn't have a genital electrode so you know when you're doing something wrong? I'm not here to kink shame anyone, but some of us are looking forward to it.
Who enforces Agenda 2030?
Obviously, the reptilians. You think the Greys are going to do it with their spindly little arms? What the fuck's wrong with you?
And then you see that they have a pact. The UN and World Economic Forum are one and the same. It's called the Great Reset to them. It's called Our Common Agenda at the UN.
So that's is that part of the plan? Each of them has a thing, and they call it different things, but you say it's the same thing. If it's the same thing, is there a reason why it has a different name at each place? It's just very confusing. You know what? It'll translate it in my brain chip.
It's called global governance, and
ooh, that sounds scary. Global governance.
If you go on any of the websites of the Octopus of Global Control's tentacles, that's every one of them, including all the way up to the Bank of International Settlements, and you put in Agenda 2030, they all have an Agenda 2030, including the Vatican, including NATO, including, because NATO is really the one world military.
That's what it is. Let's see. Agenda 2030. I'll just randomly pick one up. Come on, Agenda 2030. Well, I see a lot of like Cuckoo Pants books. Looks like the same book on eBay for $13 to $18. Agenda 2030 uncovered, 21 to 2050. It's not quite. Wouldn't it be Agenda? So I guess the last 20 years of the book are just like, yep, it happened. Envisions a secure world free of poverty and hunger with full and productive employment, access to quality education, universal health coverage, the achievement of gender equality and empowerment of all women and girls, and an end to environmental degradation. That sounds awful. What the fuck? Transforming your world. Sustainable development. The 2030 Agenda for Sustainable... there it is. Agenda for Sustainable... The preamble. This agenda is a plan of action for people, planet, and prosperity. It also seeks to strengthen universal peace and larger freedom. We recognize that eradicating poverty in all its forms and dimensions, including extreme poverty, is the world's global challenge, an indispensable requirement for sustainable development. All countries and all stakeholders acting in collaborative partnership. Collaborative partnership? Bullshit. You guys are going to tell us what to do, and we're going to fucking do it, or you're going to set off our penis electrodes. We'll implement this plan. Trust the plan. The storm is coming. We are resolved to free the human race from the tyranny of poverty. While you're at it, why don't you just take our reason to live and our purpose for being motivated. To heal and secure our planet, we determined to take bold and transformative steps, which are urgently needed. Developing 169 targets, announcing 17 sustainable development goals, 169 targets, announcing today to demonstrate the scale and ambition of this new universal agenda. They seek to build on the Millennium Development Goals and complete what these did not achieve. People, we are determined to end poverty and hunger. This sounds awful. Is this more of that Jesus bullshit? Is the Jesus dude involved in this? It sounds very Jesus-y. And masonry. It sounds like something Masons are behind. Clearly. Planet. We're determined to protect the planet from degradation. When people, call it a dirty bitch and put a leash on it when it's not in the mood. Including through sustainable consumption and production, sustainable managing its natural resources, and taking urgent action on climate change so that it can support the needs of the present and future generations. Prosperity. We're determined to ensure that all human beings can enjoy prosperous and fulfilling lives, and that economic, social, and technological progress occurs in harmony with nature. That's the part where we're gonna make us all fucking hippies. Peace. Oh, peace. Shut up. Partnership. Gay. That's what the right wing hears when they hear that word. When you hear partnership, that's what you say when you don't have a husband or a wife and you're afraid it's because you have partners because you're gay. We're determined to mobilize the means required to implement the agenda through a revitalized global partnership for sustainable development based on a spirit of strengthened global solidarity. Solidarity, this is solidarity. focused in particular on the needs of the poorest and most vulnerable, with the participation of all countries, all stakeholders, and all people. Participation? Yuck. Let's see. Introduction. We, the heads of the government, meeting at the United Nations headquarters, November 2015, as the organization celebrates its. We resolve between now and 2030 to end poverty and hunger everywhere, to combat inequality within and among countries, to build peaceful, just, and inclusive society, to protect human rights, and promote gender equality and empowerment of women and girls. And you can tell why they have a problem with this. Obviously, I mean, I don't want to. Look, I don't want to say nothing, in front of the ladies, all right? But hold on, I got the wrong face for this. Hold on, give me a second. Where is yeah? Yes, will do. Hey, so I don't want to listen. I don't want to insult the pretty little lady there, but let me tell you, this problem all started when you guys got the vote. Okay, so if we knock that shit off, I think it's this whole. I can understand why you, Roseanne, don't want gender equality, because working is a pain in the ass. You don't need to work. You were unhappy, clearly, at that, ad firm place thing, whatever you were fucking pretending to do as a job, until you quit, And then Roseanne doesn't want to have to do shows anymore. She just wants, some big muscly gardener-looking dude that she can, live off of and flop on top of every so often, like a harbor seal coming in for some fucking sourdough bread on the pier of San Francisco. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What do I mean? I don't know.
They want the central bank digital currency, which will be global. Not.
Yeah, that's the thing about central bank digital currencies, is they can go anywhere, anytime. Fuck is that? I don't want that shit. I want my money in my pocket. And if you want my money, you got to reach into my pocket and fiddle around a little while until you find that roll of lifesavers. Move that to the side. Just move that to the side, and then grab a couple of bills and have yourself a good time.
Not American. It will be run through the IMF. They do not hide this. And what?
Yeah, that's the thing. They're not hiding this technological thing or whatever. I gotta say, I think the only way this is gonna work is if when we travel through space, we go back to coin money. And I know gold is very heavy. But we're going to have to find a way to make ships that can. I don't know if we just send the gold first and then go get it, or
what they will require of all of us is to have a digital ID that includes our climate tracking and tracing.
Yeah, I got a little here. Track this climate. Yeah, how about that? Did that make my social credit score jump there, you little muffin? Sorry about that. That one got stuck in my mustache.
Includes our vaccine passport, and they did a run through with the vaccine passport.
How did that go? How was the run through? Did everybody remember their lines?
It will include all of our spending. We will have a concept of taxes.
All of it, or just like the stuff? I mean, because obviously that's the thing about a digital currency. I'm just saying. The whole point of that is, why I need a little cash money is because I don't, want the wife seeing some of the things on the bill. Not that I really listen to her, but I'm trying to fucking watch the game over here. And she's like, what's all the tarp and duct tape for? And why are you buying a new shovel? We just had one, And I'm like, you'll find out.
This will be immediate. It will include a social credit score, like in China, being built.
Yeah. Totally like in China. But it'll be in Chinese, so nobody will understand it. That's the great thing. Rest of the world will be like, what's my social credit score? I don't know. Looks like a bunch of squigglies. Let's go back to masturbating.
Will include also the other thing that it will.
Don't forget, the list is right there on your desk. Look, you shouldn't even have to tell us. We know. It's all around us. Everywhere you go, they're trying to trap you. Agenda 2030 isn't just they're going to affect the environment. They're going to make you act a certain way. They're going to social credit score, all that stuff. But then they're also, that because Instagram is behind this whole fucking thing, everybody will be required to post a picture of their meal 3 times a fucking day to make sure it's not too big and not too small, and it's aesthetically pleasing. If you can't take, you're going to get the allotted food pellets from the world government, and then you got to take a picture of them like you're having a good time with your friend in the background, standing there, right? Yeah. And then what else? They're going to want you to, you're going to have we're going to be like little thumbs up farms. All of us are going to be in there, at some point there's going to be a guy, a big suit, pointy shoulders, and a nightstick, and a laser rifle that does pulse things right into your balls. And he's going to come up and go, hey, you're behind your quota on likes and thumbs upses. And you're like, oh, shit. And so you have to jump on the state-sponsored social media there and go like it, or you'll get a stick up your ass, something like that. And then you have to say like that too.
Include is travel and anything that you're using that takes up energy, kind of they call it, what do they call it?
Yeah, coffee. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, sex, conversation, anything that takes up energy.
Climate trace. So they have all these things in play.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a catalytic converter installed in my asshole. That's what it's gonna work. And they're gonna, every so often, somebody from the government's gonna send a robot down to check the filter.
And they've all been pushing through the UN and what?
Yeah, but they're a little constipated because it's not coming out yet. But they're gonna keep pushing. Oh, they're just pushing every day. What are you gonna do?
World Economic Forum, a global digital ID.
You said that part already, but I like it. No, don't get me wrong. Hey, you need ID to vote. Listen to Trump. You need ID to buy bread. Maybe you have these global IDs. You won't need ID anymore. Maybe just be on your, like a little fucking thing on your fucking forehead there. You get a little UPC symbol and you just go up and, scan shit. Like, you just headbutt the register. That's how you buy stuff in the future. Hobap! Like that.
Global wallet, they call it.
Oh, yeah. Global wallet. I like the sound of that.
And that you will not be able to function in their plan on planet Earth unless you have that global wallet. And
what was define function? Seriously. Define function. You mean like if you leave it at home, you're just going to be like a fuck up, or they like throw you away or something? They're going to have like those big like street cleaners going by, and if you don't have your ID on you, this little arm picks you up, chucks you in the back, and then they just use you. They make a mulch, which is good for your garden.
That's a track and trace surveillance system that's connected to the satellites. And basically, we are China worldwide. And
basically, yeah, because China's working out really well. Yeah, that's the best thing about it. Like, look how good they're doing right now. I mean, I could see why they'd be the envy of the world. I could see why the World Economic Forum and the big money makers are all going, hey, we should be more like China. Look how good they're doing right now.
Don't forget, Davos just
I won't forget.
Had their event a few weeks ago.
Yeah, they have it every year about this time.
And what wasn't reported was that the VIPs there were the Chinese Communist Party, the number 2G. And one of the big topics was that the model that the Chinese Communist Party uses for resources.
Uh-huh. You mean that part where their entire country, they get 80% of their food and 85% of their energy from outside the country? That unsustainable model?
Is the best model in the world. And all.
It totally is. You know what? I take it back. You're right. It is. It's the best model. They're doing so fucking well. I wish we had 56% urban unemployment, because I mean, when half the populace could just relax.
All the people at the Davos crew, Klaus Schwab and everyone, Kerry, Gore, our team.
She was just yawning. I'm just going to say that right now. That was a bad cut. They cut to Roseanne. She was fucking, look, you don't believe me? Watch this again. She got her fucking hand up by her mouth. You're gonna tell me this isn't a fucking yawn
Davos
just happened?
Crew, Klaus
Watch.
Schwab and everyone, Kerry, Gore, our
there was Talia, and she's both. Even when you've lost Roseanne, when your worldwide conspiracy is too fucking boring for Medusa head nest lady over there laying on what, I don't know, fucking slaughtered animals and Chinese Ming vases. The fuck is in your garage, lady? Jesus Christ! It looks like you bought out the Golden Girls fucking auction.
Team there, clapping. When they're saying that the CCP is the best at controlling resources, they mean people.
Right.
Well, absolutely. You know what I mean? They had some dirty stuff over there. Wrap them up, smack them.
Right.
That.
Were you there? Did you go? I didn't get to go. You were there though, right, lady? You went to Davos. You were hanging around there, watching them clap.
Carrie.
That's what I'm saying, and that's where it's coming from.
That's where it's coming from. That's where it's at. That's what's going down and up, and on the flip flop in the Slim Slam or something.
How are they expecting us all to get?
Really,
Let Roseanne talk, because I'm tired of hearing somebody explain a conspiracy in the most boring way possible. I want to hear her shit for brains take.
I just really was amazed when,
Here it comes.
the whole October 7th attack on Israeli civilians really affected me, because that was my tweet. That was really,
right.
Yeah, well, that's how they get you, though. They set up that thing, obviously. Didn't you listen to her? None of that is real, okay? You're watching stuff on social media. It didn't actually happen. It didn't actually happen, okay? It didn't actually happen. You just saw it on... None of this stuff. Have you ever heard... Let me... Can we just cut to the fucking chase right here? Do I have to be your, I guess your highway motorcycle cop on the road to Conspiracyville, and I have to pull you over and ask you to step out to the car while I give you a little pat down? Huh? Listen here. Let me tell you something. Just drop right past this whole, like, world dominance, blah, blah, blah. The world doesn't exist. Go look up, and I'm not shitting you, the internet is dead. Go look here. I'll show you. Fucking hell. I don't even know why I got to do that. Internet. Where shit. Interweb. I wrote interweb. The fuck is going on? Internet is dead. There you go. It's dead internet theory. There it is. S is the you want to get into something, you dummy? I'll show you right here. You fucking asshole. Listen. There's nobody outside of your house. The whole world is gone, okay? It's all a simulation. You've been living in it for a long time, and everything you see on the internet is all modified. It's like 58% bots, and the rest are reacting to it. Look at that. The dead internet theory. Have you heard of the dead internet theory? It's been gaining traction on the site formerly known as Twitter, now X. I don't call it X because X is a drug, and I think it's rude to say everybody's on X, so I call it Molly. I call it Molly. Fucking with you. What is the dead internet theory? I mean, while crazy ad lady and formerly Roseanne and her dipshit son are bullshitting us from the garage, let's just cut straight to the chase. There's no goddamn World Economic Forum. There's no Klaus Schwab. He's a construct. He's a construct. You understand? The dead internet theory is the belief that the vast majority of internet traffic, posts, and users have been replaced by bots and AI-generated content, and that people no longer shape the direction of the internet. Fact. Okay? Fact. Theory was floating around on 4chan, which I understand is basically a site for habitual masturbators. But hear me out. In the late 2010s, at peak FAP, we called it. But it was solidified and amplified in 2021 after a lengthy post describing the theory was posted on a thread titled Dead Internet Theory, Most of the Internet is Fake, on a forum, Agora Road's Macintosh Cafe, which is like a bulletin board that's been around since fucking 91. I think it was originally written on eWorld. Get the fuck out of here. Writing about the theory for The Atlantic, Caitlin Tiffany, and that's just rude. Don't have two first names, lady. Describe the post as the UR text setting the shape of the theory to come. Tiffany even managed to contact the original poster, a California man who claimed to earnestly believe the words he wrote. His post describes a sense of unease, paranoia, loneliness. Sound familiar? Yeah, fucking moron. Okay, here we go.
And
Well,
you
your
know,
tweet
the
is
wrong
kind of
deal,
important.
huh?
Yeah, that's what I told her. Thanks for saying that. Your tweet is kind of important. God damn, I wish I had a shirt that said that on it. Man, talk about a fantastic shirt to wear around at all times. Your tweet is kinda important. Fucking fantastic. If anything sums up the depth and complexity of this whole fucking conversation, right? Right? Am I right? It would be a t-shirt that says your tweet is kinda important. Fantastic.
Yeah, I realize. I mean, we're really good friends in real life, so I know a
Mm.
lot of what really went down. But I wanted to say something about your tweet because people are really being deceived on a grand scale. You know, my mom's like, "Don't talk about that. They're gonna come get you." Well, you know what? If we lose
So your mom is fucking as crazy as you are? Jesus, I guess the apple doesn't fall from the sauce.
2024, all three of us are going to the gulag, so we might as
Mhm.
well say whatever we want because
Yeah.
that's also built into the Patriot Act.
Yeah, it totally is. Except we don't have, it's not like an infinite gulag, dumbass. First of all, can I go for a record here? Look, there's some people that probably let's full, if I can have what do you call it, full release here. No, that ain't the word. Whatever. If I'm going to be completely honest, there's some people that need to be rounded up in this world. They're pretty nasty fuckers out there, okay? I watch enough Dateline. I've seen this shit. Some of these assholes get 7 years for murder and they're out walking around. Bullshit. Round those fuckers up and make them make. I don't want to ever see somebody have to make a license plate for an actual fucking job, right? But for the record, lady, we're not going to round you up. You're hilarious. Why wouldn't we want you exactly where you are, saying exactly the same dumb shit you're going to say? I mean, honestly, think about this for a second. Think about the depth of the conspiracy you're talking about, ma'am. Honestly, just run this by me real quick. So they're going to chip everybody, give everybody a digital ID. They're going to use cryptocurrencies. You can't buy or sell any fucking thing. They're going to check your fucking environmental impact to see if you're worth having around and that kind of stuff. And somehow you think they're going to bother with a fucking gulag? Why the fuck would you set up a world system like that and then bother with a prison when we got perfectly good volcanoes everywhere? The fuck are you talking about? Why in the world would a nefarious one world government bother with fucking prisons? Work it out for me. I don't get it, you fucking dum-dum. What? The fuck are you talking about? Gulag. What is this? Fucking 1930? You dipshit.
Yes, it is.
But what I will tell
Oh,
you
we all
is
have
that
files. We're all in
yeah,
files.
yeah. Oh,
You don't have, no, you don't have a file, dummy. You don't rank. I got news for you. You got no fucking, why would they need to file? What the fuck do you need a file for? You motherfuckers are on whatever fucking Rumble every goddamn day. That's the file. You don't understand that? You don't think that's the file? You out of your goddamn mind? Why? Why waste the fucking paper? Let me explain something to you, dipshit. A one world government that's doing everything digitally, that doesn't want to cut down trees anymore, but doesn't have any problem with killing human beings, isn't going to have a file on you, dumbass. I'll tell you what's going to happen. A black helicopter with one of those like toy cranes on the bottom of it that picks up stuffed animals and Zagnut bars and fucking high bounce balls and shit like that is going to fly over your house, and you, like a fucking dumbass, are going to walk outside with your fucking phone, which is your tech billionaire cell that you created. That's why they call it a cell phone, man. Don't you get it? You're in a cell of your own making. And you're going to go out there and you're like, I'm going to get video of this black hella. Hey, what the fuck? This thing's picking me up. Next thing you know, they're like, wow, this part of the ocean doesn't have any islands at all. Sploosh.
oh, for sure. But I'll tell you that the Muslim Brotherhood is being left out of the conversation. And
Look at that. Fuck, look at that. She stumped me. That's amazing. That's fucking crazy. I honestly, I'm shocked that she was able to say, like, just, I guess the trick is non sequitur. Maybe that's, maybe that's how you do it. You just say, maybe she's trying to scramble the robot algorithm that's controlling her life by just saying rando crazy bullshit. What the fuck?
And the Muslim Brotherhood is Qatar.
Yeah, sure. Okay. The fuck does that have to do with you're gonna be a renter and you don't own apps?
Yeah.
So while they're acting like, oh, we're just going to go through Qatar, they're not going to say we're just going to go through the Muslim Brotherhood. Do you know that when Blinken, when we botched the exit, I think purposefully out of Afghanistan?
Why would you botch the exit? Why if you either exit or you don't? The botching the exit would be not exiting. If you don't believe me, watch the Pull-Out King sketch on Portlandia.
Anthony Blinken gave all of the power of the our whatever control we had left in Afghanistan to Qatar.
Mhm.
Now, if they were not saying Qatar and they were saying the Muslim Brotherhood, would people react? Probably. But
Yeah.
that is who that is. They are a billionaire group that run Islam, and they are called the Muslim Brotherhood. And
Fabulous. Yeah, and they're gonna run the cryptocurrency, or are they gonna be in charge of making sure I recycle my lawn clippings as salad,
they are a big part of the Great
or I lose my social credit score?
Reset agenda.
Mhm.
And here's the craziest part.
Wait, the Muslim Brotherhood is in charge of the Great Reset? So is that why all the Arab-run countries are trying to be anti-oil and cutting edge on green technology? It's just a front.
So right now they're all working together. So
Well, they'd have to. I mean, it's a brotherhood. It's in the title.
Muslim Brotherhood's working with the Davos billionaires, working with the CCP, working with all of this to displace America.
Yeah, and it's working like gangbusters.
So that they can have their Great Reset, one world global governance.
Yeah, sure. BRICS currency. I hear you. Yeah. I mean, it's not working, but I get where you think
They're all in on Agenda 2030 first.
Oh, yeah, of course. The Muslim Brotherhood wants Agenda 2030, especially that whole, like, women and girls equity thing. They're all bought in on that shit.
Of all. So to think that they're not is naive.
Yeah, but, I mean, they are the Muslim Brotherhood.
But they want to take America
Is it an ironic title? Or
out, because then they can control it. It's the American people that are the problem. Actually,
yeah, I agree. It's the American people we're she's American. So's Roseanne and her son. I'm just saying, maybe, you're just getting a little sensitive about it because mirrors bug you.
80 million of us that they want to take out.
Yeah.
80? What do you mean? Just the Trump voters? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
So and then we have people all over the world. We're watching the uprisings. Those are our people. The people rising up in Europe, all over the world. That's our people. They hate them too. So, but the truth is,
what are they rising up to do? What?
if they took out America, let's say, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
God will not. I 100% think America leaves. I think on the other side of this, we got a real chance of a really, really great world.
Yeah, I mean, you mean, what are the chances of this all being fucking bullshit and you're talking out of your fucking fanny and you're just queefing nonsense into a microphone on the regular? What are the chances that that's just garbage and you're making it up as you go along and it's not going to amount to fucking anything? I'm thinking 100% there. I'll give you, even money on that.
It's just we really have to turn this around. But I have to say,
Well, if it's not going to work, then why would you want to turn it around? You want it to work? Oh, great. She's a member of the Muslim Brotherhood. Yeah.
the hell on earth that would be unleashed if America was removed as one of the superpowers.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Just say yeah. Yeah, would suck. Yeah. Removed. Define removed. Like if we became, like if like if the U.S. system became the governing system for the entire world, and we became the world government, and everybody had a democracy, and then we let them kind of like almost on a states federalist system, amongst their countries pick things out, but we try to unify everything under the U.S. government. You'd be cool with that, right? Weird.
You think that the Muslim Brotherhood's going to be like, you know what? Fine, Davos billionaires, you guys can run it,
Right.
or fine, CCP, you guys can run it.
Yeah, I do think there's a problem there with the idea that none of these people want to work together and are mortal enemies. It is a flaw in the plan. Agenda 2030 does have one little hole in its armor, a little piece missing right there, and it's the whole thing about these fuckers hate each other.
No.
No.
At that point, then they would all fight each other, and then the whole world would blow up anyway.
Fantastic. Sounds like the plan. I don't know what else to tell you. It's clearly I got to get the fuck out of here. I just got to hide myself, and I'm just going someplace else. Forget it. I'm just gonna go. Better to rule in hell than serve in heaven. So see you later, crazy lady. What a bunch of shit. Just gross. The whole lady. I don't understand. I don't understand what the fuck she's talking about. Do you understand what the fuck she's talking about? I don't understand what the fuck she's talking about. Hi, chat room. I got to go because I got to go catch a plane. So, love you guys. I got really carried away. No show tomorrow because I'm going to be in Houston, but I adore you guys, and I will see you for the regular show on Wednesday. If I'm a little late in the morning, it'll hopefully the flight will be on time and everything will be fine. But just in case, but I will be here. We're flying back in really but early in the morning, and I will see you guys later. Just understand that the best thing about the opposition these days politically is that they're so busy kicking themselves in the ass, they'll never get around to the rest of us. All right, take care. See you later. Okay, bye.
So if people of humanity don't want any of that to happen, they have to now start to stop